Hey everyone, I'm just leaving. Oh my god, this guy really did park bad. I should throw a photo up in this video about how bad the guy parked next to me, because it's gonna make this shit so difficult to get out of here. Alright. So I just got out of seeing an early screening for the brand new Netflix movie, Leo. It's not the Taluga film that is coming out pretty soon. This is an animated film with Adam Sandler and Bill Burr in it, playing... one of them is playing an old lizard, who is Leo, the main character, and another one is playing an old turtle named Squirtle. So clever, I know. And I don't know, I saw the trailer for it like a month or two ago, and I was like, that looks okay. I'll probably watch it when it hits Netflix, but then Atom Tickets was offering free screenings yesterday and today to go see it in theaters, and I was like, I mean, shit, it's not gonna go to theaters at all. Free ticket, I might as well, one, see it early, and two, I was gonna probably check it out anyway. The trailer did not inform me that it was a musical. And so, look, I have nothing against musicals. I actually fuck with musicals quite heavily. I would have been fine with a musical out of nowhere spawning from this movie. The issue with this is the music in this film is terrible. And is, besides the cheapish looking animation, I think the fact that it's a musical might honestly be the worst part about the entire film. The music in this film is actually fucking terrible. Like, to a point that, like, I was cringing during some of the scenes. I was like, dude, this is horrible. There's one song where they, like, auto-tune a kid's voice slightly, and you could barely tell what the fuck he is saying half the time. It's so gibberish. It feels like they wrote the songs without musical coverage and made the kids sing it just at a random tone, and they were like, shit, we gotta get music around this. So we actually have to have a score around some of the songs, because they are impossible to fucking process. Sometimes it's very, very, very fucking bad. But on top of that issue, because I know I can get over some bad musical, there's only like 25-30 minutes of this movie out of the hour 35 runtime that is actually musical numbers and singing. So, like, what's the story? The story basically is Leo is a 74-year-old lizard. He finds out that lizards only live to 75, apparently, so he's going to die very soon, and he wants to go out into the woods and live his life instead of being trapped in a school as a school pet. But then he starts to find out about these kids, and each kid takes him home weekly on the weekends, and he starts to give them advice because they're like, oh my god, he can talk. And he starts to give them advice that'll help them make friends, make it through school, deal with a hard family life, one that has divorced parents, one that is like a clustered kid whose parents are huge germaphobes that keep him in like hazmat suits and shit. So, like, all around on the subject matter is like a positive message film about jumping from like elementary school, and the next year they're about to be 6th graders in middle school, and him teaching these kids advice about how to not be a bully, how to handle getting bullied, how to deal with divorced parents, how to get friends, how to not come off as so preppy to people, how to not annoy them. It's like a message film. On every kid is like a different message, and all the cliche messages you would expect. And I'm like, this is a positive message for kids, ideally, but you're surrounding it with really fucking bad musical numbers. Like, I mean, they are bad. Like, I imagine none of the kids in the theater were even, like, tapping their toes like, man, this shit kind of slaps. I can imagine none of them were thinking that, because it's honestly a goddamn mess in terms of the musical numbers here. The animation, again, looks cheap, and none of the humor is really that funny. I mean, Adam Sandler's doing his, graggity voice. I'm Adam Sandler, and I talk like this. How do I not? He's doing that kind of voice, and Bill Burr's just doing Bill Burr, so it's funny sometimes when you hear Bill Burr, because you're ready, if you know Bill Burr as well as I do, you're expecting him to be like, will you kids shut the fuck up? I'm just expecting him to yell something really bad. They let him yell sometimes, but I mean, not to the limit you expect. There are some raunchy jokes in here that I'm like, I wonder if parents are okay with for really young kids, but they'll fly over the kids' heads that I don't think it matters. I got a few chuckles from the drone. I got a few chuckles from Bill Burr. But it was pretty boring. I was really having a struggle getting through this one. I mean, it's a positive message for little kids. It's definitely a movie with a few booger and fart jokes, but like a 6 or 7-year-old, you put it on Netflix at the house, they're going to enjoy it. The little kids in this theater definitely enjoyed it. I did see a couple of like 13, 14-year-olds in the theater who were pretty bored. So like, it's definitely the very young kid range of a film. And yeah, if it looks interesting to you from the trailer and you have kids, you might as well watch it with them on Netflix when it hits. I think it hits November 21st is what the image at the beginning of the movie said. They showed trailers for 2 kid films coming out to Netflix as well, at like the screening, like also coming to Netflix soon. And it was like the trailer for Family Switch, which looks fucking lazy and predictable and terrible. And they showed the Chicken Run trailer, which as a Chicken Run fan, I don't think it's an amazing film, but it's pretty damn fun. It looks fun. Honestly, would have been a blessing if we got to see Chicken Run a month early in theaters, but we got stuck with Leo, and overall I'd give it a 4 out of 10. I think it's pretty bad, but hey, I mean, what are you going to do? If you want to check it out or you ended up seeing it in theaters like I did, let me know what you thought down below. Next review should be for It's a Wonderful Knife and The Holdovers. I'll probably do those as one video. So stay tuned for that, and I'm going home. Bye.